I've finished my work with script, and now I want to upload my script file for my assignment. What do I got to do to do that? So I'm on the remote computer right now, and I'm going to just check out where my file is. So ls pwd. All right, so I'm in my home directory. In there is CS140. So let's look in CS140, and there's my command line review file that has all of the commands that I ran in the assignment back here. So what I want to do is get that reference. So let's do this. And that is my reference right there. So I just did an ls on that file. So what I have is from my home directory, it lives in CS140, and then that's the name of it. Control-Shift-C to copy that. And then I'm going to exit out of the remote system. And now I'm in my home system. And I probably should be in my home directory. So there I am in Zoomies directory. And next, I want, instead of doing SSH in there, I want to do an SCP. And what I want to do is get the file in Zoomies remote directory, colon, means in that remote computer, which is currently called 146.190.174.54, I want to find in Zoomies home directory a folder directory called CS140, and in CS140 this should be that file. And that file, I want to end up in this home directory right here, and dot means the directory I'm currently in. Okay, so before I run that, I want to just be clear that I do not have that file in my home directory right now. All right, so SCP, Zoomie at the remote computer, and then in Zoomie's home directory, find a folder called CS140. In there, find a file called command line review.txt with dashes in between, space, dot. So again, what's going to happen? SCP is going to go look on this remote computer for that folder and file, and then it's going to take that file and it's going to put it in whatever directory I'm in now, which is my home directory. So enter. It should say, what's your passphrase? And hopefully I remember that. And it should grab the file, and what should happen is it should say, got it. Now, if you mess up any part of that, like let's suppose I don't have the right file name, then when it looks there, I should get an error. No such file found. Okay. So if you get some kind of error message, it means you typed something wrong, and there's lots of ways to mess this up. But again, the general syntax for SCP, which is secure copy, as opposed to secure shell, is the file that you want to move and then where you want to put it. So if I wanted to put a file on my local computer into the remote computer, I would do something like SCP, and then it would pick one of my files, like, let's make a new one. Let's go touch to make a new file, and let's call it March Linux. And then suppose I want to move that file to the remote computer, then I would do SCP, file I want to move, and then where I want to put it. So I'd want to put it in Zoomie's account at that computer. And if I just put the colon and nothing else after, it should put it in the remote home directory for Zoomie. And we should probably Let's copy that and make sure the file's not there. Oops, too much. Okay, so I'm not going to run it. I'm just going to get rid of that. And I'm going to SSH into Zoomies directory. Oops. Okay, and then if I do an ls there, I should see the file doesn't exist there now. Exit the remote directory. I'm now back on my local computer, and then I'm going to paste that command back in. And so this should take the file March Linux that I just created on my local computer and put it on the remote computer. Notice the order of operations there. So we can push and pull files. So again, I just pushed a file to the remote system, and earlier when I ran this command, I pulled the file from the remote computer to my local computer. So now if I SSH into Zoomies remote account, I should see that there's now the file March Linux that wasn't there before. Okay, push, pull, important things to know. And the other important thing is here, this server does not allow password authentication. So you can't just type your account password. You have to have a key that is a pair where the private key lives on your local computer and the public key lives on the remote computer. And the public key had to be put there by somebody with administrative privileges related to your account. All right, that's it for now. Again, big idea here was you can take any file on your new remote server and bring it to your local computer with SCP, secure copy. And the order of operations of that is this one right here, where I want to copy the remote file to dot the current directory I'm in. If you didn't happen to be in your home directory, but you wanted it to be there, then you would do a / to say put it in my home directory on the local computer. Take care. Do good Linux. Adios.